Wipan run a mentoring project for women exiting prison, and how that works is that we recruit women from the community, we train them to be mentors, and when women are released from prison, we match them with a mentor. The mentoring project works really well for women exiting prison because it assists them in their transition into the community. They become part of our community, and usually they are very socially excluded from the community when they're released from prison. So it's really important that we do include them to be part of our community.
By having a mentor with Wipan has helped me stay clean and be stable and stay out of jail and not reoffend and not relapse. I've been a mentee with Wipan for the last 14 months. I got involved with Wipan as I was in a rehab at Guthrie House, and when I found out about the program I was really interested as I was struggling to get it on the outside, you know. I've learnt how to communicate on a normal level with people. Before I didn't have much self-esteem. I can sit in a coffee shop now and feel quite free and at ease. I used to ask questions a lot, like going, is this normal? And because I was scared of the normal. I was scared of the big world. I was scared of society being straight, you know, like not in addiction. They gave me a lot of inspiration to say this is how it is, you know, this is life. Oh, and I went, oh, okay, this is life, and this is all it is, you know, because coming from that life, that circle of life to now is completely different, and it really helps. It's really nice to be told that you're sort of doing okay and learn to accept that. We're not judged, you know, we're accepted for who we are, what we come from to where we are today.
I first heard about Wipan when I was in Daunia, when they donated some books to the library, and then when I was released and I came to Guthrie House. Some of the girls here had mentors, and they'd really helped them in terms of adjusting to life outside of jail and learning how to re-socialise with people and how to connect with people. My mentor's, she's an inspiration to me. She studies, she goes to university. She also suffers from anxiety and depression as well, so she gives me very good tools about dealing with anxiety and depression on a daily basis and just how to live life. The tools that I have got from Wipan I think would last me a lifetime. They don't just help with our mentors, but they've helped. I do volunteer work with them, so that's helped me with keeping up to date with technology and to keeping my skills up to date as well, and I think they're a really important service. As like most women, when they first get out of jail, I had drug issues, and I've had drug issues for quite some time, so being involved in my mentor has given me another person that can give me some really good tools about staying clean, keeping clean, and it's another person that I have support from as well. I think it's very important for girls when we first get released from prison that we have as much support as we possibly can, and that when we have these support services, we don't reoffend, and that we can lead productive lives.
I first came to hear about Wipan about 2 or 3 years ago. I was in custody serving a sentence of 6 years, and I just really wanted to change my life, and I read some paperwork that I was given all about Wipan, and I applied for a mentor. I've had help with parole, like being able to physically help me get to the meetings. I've met up with my mentor, you know, once or twice a week, and just, you know, we've made up case plans and just like counselling and stuff, sort of all that sort of thing. The mentor that I have is great, and the difference between having a mentor and having a support person from like a different organisation is your mentor isn't paid to be with you. They're there because they want to be with you, because they make the time for you.
I think Wipan appealed to me because it was kind of more informal and more about the sort of social stuff. It's sort of about rebuilding connections with the community, which these women have often been out of for quite a considerable amount of time. So it allows them to sort of engage with the community, with the wider community, in a way that they wouldn't have done, or in some cases have never done. And I think we're supporting women in their attempts to get out and forge a life that they've never had before. I mean, often their only contacts that they've got when they come outside are the people that they offended with, the people they used to take drugs with, the people that are sort of not very positive influences for them, and often they're just really scared. They don't know how to do anything else. They don't know how to find new people, and when they do find new people, they don't know what to do with the new people. Like the very first mentee I had, one of the first things she said to me was, I was really freaked out to meet you because I was told you'd be like a friend and I've never had a friend. Like, she actually didn't know what to do with people that weren't connected to her offending, who weren't connected to her drug taking, weren't connected to that lifestyle. She actually had no idea of how to engage, and she'd be constantly checking in with me, saying, am I doing okay? Is this what I'm supposed to do? I think they often don't feel very welcome. They come back out and they've got nowhere to go and they don't have a way to engage, and so I think it's kind of about saying, hey, we want you here.
Being involved as a mentor in the Wipan program has been really important to me in realising that I do have skills and qualities that can support someone and benefit them in their life. And for me, that's important in enriching my life and knowing that I'm doing something worthwhile, and I'm alongside someone in doing that. So we do that together, but it's mutually beneficial and hopefully mutually enriching. My mentee that I'm involved with at the moment is a fairly recent relationship, but we found we had a lot of common ground instantly and clicked instantly. And she really expressed from day one how important it was to her and how great it was to have someone meeting with her that was interested in the same things and has done some of the things that she'd like to do in life now that she's outside and committed to staying out. What I really value is the continuous appreciation that they give us, so they never forget to thank us for turning up or being involved, and it's really genuine and important. My mentee is in a place where she says herself it's make or break, so she's very committed to being outside and staying outside and having a good life, and I feel having me there alongside her supports her in that.
My mentee has been doing really well. She's got her own place, and what I did was to challenge her in order for her to have more opportunities, was to challenge her for her to study. She's got a stable job, she got promoted, she's doing really, really well. Working with her it helps her to be more focused, and a lot of times to focus on how much she's been achieving. A lot of times we take for granted on what are the things that we do, and we had a relationship for 9 months already, and sometimes what I do is to bring up, hey, do you remember the time you just came out? And she says, like, I can't believe how much I've done. It keeps enriching my life every day. Just by the fact that I feel that I'm helping somebody, I'm not mothering anybody. At the end of the day, it's everybody's responsibility for us to choose what we want to do and to face the consequences.
I've been involved in mentoring for about 25 years, and I have seen it work. Everybody deserves a second chance and to be supported. Please help Wipan. Assist these women to change their lives and to become productive members of their community. This program really works.
I read that Wipan had a lot to do with people with similar circumstances to myself that have come through the tunnel and seen the light at the end.
Without Wipan, I really I won't say that I might reoffend or I might use again, but it's definitely instrumental in helping me to stay clean and to not reoffend.
Without Wipan, I don't know where I would be today.